Before we begin, just breathe.
A seed can spend years dormant underground until something changes. A breath of wind, a ray of sunlight, and then it decides it's time to break through the soil. Timid, fragile, but determined to grow. Do you feel it too? A quiet restlessness, as if something inside you is ready to awaken. There's a movement happening invisible to the eye, but impossible to ignore. A cycle that calls for transformation, reinvention, and flourishing. Nothing is permanent except change, said Heraclitus. Everything around us is in flux, seasons that pulsate, clouds that dissolve, rivers that flow without ceasing. What if what you call a crisis is actually a calling? What if everything you lost was exactly what needed to fall? Why are we so resistant to new things? What prevents us from overcoming our fears and blossoming fully? How to awaken this potential that sleeps beneath the surface? And you, will it resist or will it flourish? Before answering, we need to go back to the origin, to the moment when nature silently taught us what it truly means to be reborn. May this moment be the awakening of an inner spring. Life invites you to let go of the old to embrace the new. Nature has a wisdom that does not require words, but speaks to our hearts. Look at the trees. In autumn, they allow their leaves to fall, not out of weakness, but out of wisdom to prepare for the new cycle. Branches that empty bark that changes, trunks that await the next season, all created in resignation and power. If the tree resisted and kept all its leaves, it would succumb to the weight. It knows and accepts that letting go is necessary. That's how we are. We need to allow falls. When we allow old parts to fall away, habits, beliefs, past pain, we make room for the light and oxygen of the new. Mornings are also messengers. With each dawn, a world emerges. First the twilight, then the gold, then the full day. Even though the night was long, dark, silent, the dawn arrives, delicate and sure, and you could be trapped in the night. But the morning insists. It renews, it summons. Spring is merciless to delay. She doesn't ask for permission. When it arrives, it transforms fields, trees, landscapes, colors, valleys, and have you allowed this inner spring to occur? Have you given permission for the light to flow through you again? Rumi recalled, try not to resist the changes that come your way. Instead, let life take root in you where you didn't expect it. If the tree accepted that its destiny was static, it would never produce flowers or fruit. But she embraces the cycle death and rebirth and flourishes. You can too. Within you, there is a force discreet, perhaps dim but sleepless. It is the impulse of life. It is the soul's call to go beyond the safe zone, to dare, to expand. We often stay put because we believe that staying put is safe. But there is a high cost to inaction. While you warm the seat of stagnation, the world turns, people walk, possibilities are born. Those who don't walk tend to be pushed. Reinvention is not a luxury. It's instinct. It is the verb that pulses in life for those who dare to awaken. Joseph Campbell, G.C. The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. Why so much hesitation? Because the unknown is scary. But inside this cave, there is potential. There are seeds sleeping, diamonds to be polished. Many rediscovered their lives at 40, 50, 60 years old when everything seemed worn out. They said enough and started over, changing professions, learning something new, moving to a new city, dedicating themselves to a forgotten purpose. Neuroplasticity reminds us that our brain is plastic. It molds itself with thought, with habit, with action. You can reprogram neural pathways out of the old into the new. And life wants this expansion. If you insist on remaining small, you will lose yourself in the shadow of the possible. If you accept growing up, life will give you clues. It will open cracks. It will conspire in your favor. Have you heard this call? When a door closes, it is often so that you can enter through a higher opening. What do you need to let go of to cross the threshold? Fears, judgments, limiting beliefs. All of these weigh on our journey. Have you ever noticed that there are times when the universe seems to push disorders, crises, ruptures? These are invitations, no punishments. You might answer, yes, I will grow. Growing up isn't about becoming someone you're not. It's about allowing who you truly are to blossom. It is embracing forgotten gifts, accepting light, allowing shadow to. It is participating in the march of life in an intricate dance between what you are and what you can become. You are a living organism of constant renewal. Cells die, others are born. Emotions dissolve, others emerge. Thoughts die, ideas are formed. Nothing is static, everything rotates. You don't have to wait for motivation to arrive to take action. Action is the seed of motivation. Even a trembling step lights a path. Begin, even if hesitantly. Continue, even if afraid. Your brain and your heart follow suit with practice, with consistency. Viktor Frankl wrote, "When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves." There is an intimate transformation that does not depend on external factors. You in action change your interior. Limiting beliefs begin to wither. Fears begin to lose their hold. The inner terrain approaches the light. Think of the metamorphosis of the caterpillar. Rather, crawl. Then, it wraps itself in a cocoon. A dark, confusing, painful period. Inside, the old falls apart, migratory structures begin. When it emerges, it is a butterfly in another body, another way of flying. It's not linear, it's not easy, but it's possible. Are you already inside the cocoon, or are you approaching it? Embrace the pain, embrace the discomfort. They are part of the alchemy. To transform is also to serve. Your growth isn't just for you, it reverberates to your family, to your friends, to the world. When you expand, you make your presence felt. You offer what has been healed, you work, you contribute, you serve. That too is transformation. The world needs the most whole version of you, not from the broken part that resigns itself, from the part that chooses to walk despite the brokenness, which shows it is possible to be reborn, it is possible to move forward. Trust this power that pulses within you even if it is dormant. Trust that even small steps are silent revolutions. Trust that the inner spring will awaken. The earth is transformed by drops, slow, constant, persistent rain. This is the path of action. Step by step, drop by drop. Even if you are afraid, walk. Even if you're unsure, walk. Even if uncertain, walk. An uncertain step is better than static permanence, Seneca stated. It's not that we have little time, but that we waste a lot of it. Every day is an opportunity. Every morning is a page. Discipline weaves destiny, not talent, but persistence. Anyone who cultivates a practice, even a modest one, will see their inner terrain flourish. The laws that govern the universe, cycles, tides, renewals, also move within you. The same rhythm that moves the sea moves your heart. You can align yourself with this rhythm. You can hear the beat of life. To learn a skill, you become a master of yourself. Research shows deliberate practice, conscious repetition, feedback. These are the sure paths to improvement. You don't have to master everything at once, but you do need to act in the difficult territories, the weak spots. Imagine a cosmic watchmaker. He adjusts gears, removes friction, refines each link. You are also this watchmaker of yourself. With patience, with attention, with persistence, send light into the dark holes, send attention into the cracks. Keep fixing it and watch the internal gears align. You will make mistakes. You will stumble, but error is a lesson, not a failure. Each stumble reveals a weakness, a hidden belief, a memory that freezes. By recognizing, learning, and rebuilding, you become stronger. Then walk, even slow, even though it's shaking, even uncertain. You are not alone. Life walks with you. With each step, you find yourself again. With every action, a chance to be reborn. The spring you're waiting for isn't out there. She is inside you, an inner station that pulsates, ready to germinate. When you decide to let go of the old, Embrace the new. Act even in fear you flourish. Sometimes metamorphosis hurts, but pain is not punishment. It is part of the alchemy. You can no longer ignore this call. Life invites you to a mission, to grow, to contribute, to be a bridge of light. Get up. Let the sprout break through the earth. Trust in your power of transformation. Join the march of life. Renew yourself with the mornings. Embrace the wind, flourish, and you. Are you going to wait for another season to pass, or will you let your spring begin now?